Are you confused about what to do in your career and want to find your purpose? It can be extremely stressful to feel like you have to have it all figured out and like the clock is ticking and there's all this pressure to make a decision and know exactly what you want to do in your career. Whether you're trying to figure out what you want to study or you're trying to make a career change, in this video, I'm going to share with you 3 really effective but simple things you can do right now to find clarity and figure out your next steps. This video is also part of an exclusive mini-series, if you didn't already know, and it's all about finding direction in your career and unlocking your full potential. So I've actually partnered with LEAD, Rolf's Global Institute, a global beauty industry revolution, to bring you this series. So LEAD is created for those who love the beauty industry and want to enjoy a wide range of career opportunities all over the world, including becoming a leader in beauty. And they've launched the first college and university degrees designed with the beauty professional in mind. So LEAD is taking the beauty industry to the next level, and it's all about empowering individuals to enjoy an impactful and sustainable career that will really put them on the path to financial freedom and independence. So because beauty has the power to transform our confidence, our self-image, and our life collectively, and LEAD is empowering young professionals, especially women, through their higher education to have an impact like never before. It is the perfect time for me to not only share my top tips for creating your dream career, but also how to really unlock your self-belief superpower and boost your confidence. So make sure to watch all 3 videos as part of this series. I'll be posting a video once a week, and this is the second video as part of this series. So when I was 24 years old, I started studying a PhD in psychology. I had completed an undergraduate degree, then a postgraduate diploma, and then I was given a scholarship to start my PhD in psychology. And I had this 10-year path planned out for me. And 10 years, it was more like a life path planned out, because I thought I knew exactly when I was going to add on my master's, and then I was going to lecture 2 days a week and be in research, and I was going to, be in private practice 3 days a week, and I was going to do this for the rest of my career. It wasn't just 10 years that I thought I had the clarity in my career. And one day that clarity really shifted for me, and I realized I wanted to start my own business, and as part of that, it included starting my YouTube channel, Study with Jess. And so I remember walking into my supervisor's office, and I sat across from her at this big glass table, and I remember hearing the notifications of her emails continuing to ping as we were talking, and I shared with her that I was going to start my own business and that I had a change of heart. And even though she was so supportive and excited for me, it didn't make that decision any easier. And so I remember walking down this big flight of stairs one by one, and this feeling just sinking deeper and deeper into myself. And I opened my car door, and as I closed the car door and heard that thud, I just started to cry. And I think I was really scared, because change is scary sometimes. It can be really scary, that uncertainty. And experiencing this shift in clarity from what I thought I always wanted to do in my career to doing something really different and that was really taking me out of my comfort zone, that was really unsettling, and it was really scary, despite knowing that I was following my heart and doing what was really right for me. And so in that moment, I was so fearful, because I thought to myself, well, I've worked so hard in high school to get into my university degree, and then I worked so hard in my undergraduate degree to get into my postgraduate degree, and then I worked so hard in my postgraduate degree, and I was, juggling 3 volunteer jobs and a part-time job as well so that I could get into my PhD. And for what? What was all of this hard work going to be for? And I was terrified that it was all for nothing. But I can tell you now, 9 years later, that nothing is for nothing, and that clarity comes when clarity comes, but everything you do in life will serve you in some way. And so the communication skills that I had developed over time when I was studying psychology and working in those volunteer jobs and working on those telephone crisis helplines, they have helped me when I show up to deliver these videos for you. They have helped me when I show up to deliver a keynote and I'm doing motivational speaking. That 45,000 word essay or thesis I had to write in my postgraduate diploma, that helped me when it came time to write my very first book that was really about the same word length. And the organizational skills I learned proved invaluable for running my own business. So nothing was for nothing. And even thinking about, everything that I learned around mental health and how to empathize and validate another person's experience, that has inspired a lot of the content that I've put out online over the years, and even the way that I respond to my viewers when I get these heartfelt emails and messages and people reaching out to me for advice and support. So I really want you to take from this story that nothing is for nothing. Everything will serve you in some way. And if you don't have clarity in your career, trust that it will come. And even if you do have clarity and you know what you want to do for the next 10 years or the next 30 years or for the rest of your career, if that changes, that's okay too, and that's really normal. And I've been through it and I've come out the other end. And if anything, life is about constantly reinventing ourselves. This first piece of advice was absolutely life-changing when I first heard it, and it really gave me the clarity to figure out which opportunities are best suited for me, which ones should I be saying yes to, and which ones should I be saying no to, because sometimes there'll be so many opportunities that come to you, but it's about figuring out how to determine which ones are the right ones to embrace and which ones are actually distractions that are going to veer you off track and away from your desired career direction that you want to be heading in. So the advice is to focus on your strengths rather than your skills. Your strengths are the things that come naturally to you. Your skills are things that we can develop over time. So for example, strengths for me include communication, writing, and creativity or innovation. Whereas my skills, I have a wide range of skills, but a lot of them I only developed along the way, such as videography, editing, designing my YouTube thumbnails and graphics in Canva, or learning how to organize my days better and using different software to help me optimize my work routines and really improve my efficiency. So we can possess many different skills, and sometimes we'll come across opportunities that are right for us, but there might be one or two things that are required as part of that job description or project, and we don't know how to do them yet. The key word here is yet. And sometimes these opportunities will present themselves to me, and I know that they're the right fit. I know that it's in line with the direction I want to be heading in for my career, my dream career, and that vision I have for myself. But if I don't know how to use a website like Monday.com or Notion, or I'm not familiar with Google Drive, that's okay, because they're skills that I can quickly teach myself. And so there have been opportunities that have presented themselves to me, and I've said yes, that I do know how to do these things, because I know these skills don't take long to learn and I can continue to develop them over time. But I can teach myself anything because I have that self-belief, like we've covered in video 1, tapping into our self-belief superpower. So it's really important that you differentiate between your strengths and your skills, because if you end up in a career that really focuses on your skills, things that you've already learned in the past, it may actually not be in alignment with your true self. So focus on your strengths, the things that come naturally to you, the things that your friends, your family, people take notice of, and they tell you, hey, you're really good at this, or you're the go-to person whenever I have a problem. I feel like you're a really good listener. Those are your strengths. Those are your indications that that's the direction you want to be heading in, to make sure that whatever you do in life and your career is really suited to who you are and your authentic self. Next, I encourage you to take positive action. You do not need to see the whole staircase. You just have to take the next step. What is one thing that you can do today? What is the next step that you can take so that you can advance yourself just a little bit closer to your dream career and inch yourself closer to achieving your goals? This could involve applying for an internship or a volunteer job, or finding yourself a mentor and speaking to someone to get more guidance and clarity, or even making that list of your strengths versus your skills. It's about taking positive action, just doing things one step at a time. Sometimes striving for complete clarity and trying to be able to see that entire staircase can be really overwhelming. So rather than trying to figure out the next 10 years of your career, just take it one step at a time and just let it be those little baby steps, those incremental positive changes. Another thing I encourage you to do is to try the process of elimination. This has worked for me back when I was studying psychology and thought I was going to pursue a career in psychology and in the mental health field, as well as in my career at the moment as a YouTuber, author, motivational speaker. So really figuring out the things that you don't like will also give you this sense of clarity, because that process of elimination really narrows down your options. And again, it gets you one step closer to being on that path of building your dream career. So when I was studying psychology, I realized, because I was also taking part in 3 volunteer jobs and a part-time job, all in that one very busy year of completing my postgraduate diploma, that I didn't actually love research as much as I thought I would. And I didn't particularly want to work with children. I actually wanted to work with young adults or teenagers. And I didn't want to work in crisis situations and in areas of anxiety or depression. So I was able to find a greater sense of clarity just by figuring out what I didn't like. So just remember that clarity takes time, but that there are things that we can do to take positive action and inch ourselves one step closer to building our dream career. So a big thank you to Lead, Rolf's Global Institute, for partnering with me on this exclusive 3-part mini-series all about finding career clarity and direction in our careers, and also tapping into our self-belief and our confidence. If you haven't watched last week's episode, make sure to check it out, and there is one more video coming next week, so don't miss out on that too. And of course, check out Lead. I'll leave a link in the description box down below, or head straight to their website. But I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next week with the 3rd of the exclusive mini-series coming your way. Mwah! Bye!